When you choose the direction of your thoughts, and the more you deliberately do this, the more control you have over this momentum. And the angel number 222 calls you to take note of what you want, of where you are. And this could be current reality or situation. What is it made of? What kind of momentum do you have? Are you able to hold it or sustain it? And it's asking you to reflect, focusing on the duality of situations and scenarios. So today I want to share with you a message of what it truly means to be in control, because that's when remarkable shifts happen. And I've noticed many people being guided to work through their struggles and are being called to level up. And if you feel like you're going through something like this, then this video is for you. So when you move forward towards your calling, we can often find ourselves unknowingly and unconsciously getting in our own way, because what you say or think matters. It not only affects your emotional state, but also your behavior, your aspirations, and your motivation to do. And if it's a negative emotion, it causes an activation of a vibration that doesn't serve you. And the more you linger in that contrast, the more momentum it picks up. So the more you entertain that negative thought, that negative belief, that condition. For example, I'm not worthy of it. I don't deserve this. Who am I? I don't know what to do. What if I get it wrong? I know what I should do, but what if it won't happen for me? What if it doesn't happen exactly how I thought it was going to happen? So the more you focus in that direction, the bigger the problem gets in our minds. We lose control over it. It builds and it gets momentum. We start fueling it with our attention and energy. This is us investing our energy in it. And by doing so, our energy becomes dispersed. And as a result of that, there's very little energy left for you to focus on your vision, your desires, and your goals. And by doing so, you then continually repeat the same old patterns that are keeping you stuck and that are making you feel unhappy, because you don't build enough momentum to move in the direction of your calling, your path. Because now there are low vibrational emotions attached to those thoughts that are causing you to react in that moment without thinking about the long-term effects of what you do, think, or feel. These are often survival oriented and on some level a defense mechanism, because it's running on autopilot. It's part of our subconscious mind, the old programming. And this is what causes us to react in an instant sometimes. And this is what then builds momentum. By pausing, by taking a moment, and by bringing your awareness into the now, you take control of the situation. You see it for what it really is, where it's from, what caused the trigger. This is you now responding instead of reacting. Responding requires you to move more slowly. You choose how to respond. You decipher the situation. You deliberately choose to see it from a different perspective. This is how you get ahead of the not so good and negative momentum. You take control of the now. And this not only affects your later, your tomorrow, but also the day after, because you're now in control of the direction of your thoughts. And when you slow it down enough, you hear the solution. You receive guidance. You slow down the resistance, because slowing down is medicine. 222 is powerful, and here is asking you to reflect and focus on the duality of a situation. And so I'm going to give you an example of Abraham Hicks, who I'm sure you're familiar with. It's an example of where Joey Hicks explains where he's sitting next to a fire, and every now and then a spark will fly off and fall onto his jumper. But he would just flick it away as if nothing had happened, because he would get rid of it straight away. But if he left it there, it will build enough momentum to burn a hole through the jumper, to leave a permanent scar, and then it will require a lot of effort to then get rid of it. So if you apply that to ourselves, our emotions, our thoughts and actions can create gaps in our energy field or burn holes in our jumper, for example, because we're not consciously aware of those sparks, the negativity, those self-limiting beliefs, that negative internal dialogue, because we unconsciously let it affect us, our reality, and the way we show up. We forget that we have the power to direct our thoughts and our emotions, but sometimes it's easier to give in and resort back to old patterns. But this is what then keeps you stuck, feeling unhappy in a life that's no longer fulfilling, because we've now created holes all over. We react instead of responding, we lose focus, and our energy starts to leak. Since where energy flows, attention goes. And if our energy is flowing away from us, this leaves very little energy for our inner world of thoughts and feelings to build enough momentum to create and attract something new into our lives. So here, 222 is asking you to note what you want. What's your vision? Because when you know that, you know what you don't want. And then to identify and become aware of where you are. What is your current reality made up of? The type of thoughts, habits, the people around you, or the people that you meet on a regular basis. Are they like energy vampires? Do they demand or expect you to be in a certain way around them? Or have you noticed how you change around people, around certain people? Become aware of that. Is it good or bad? Does it serve you? What does it do to your vibration, to your frequency, to your mood? What does that do to your energy? Have you got healthy boundaries in place? Or are you constantly consuming negativity via social media or the news? Do you easily get distracted? Is this keeping you stuck from moving forward towards your vision? This is how your thoughts create your reality. This is how you build something, how you give something momentum. And as you move through your struggles, letting go and releasing of old energies, it's important to remember that you get to choose which direction you wish to point your thoughts and your energy. Now, this doesn't mean that you ignore whatever comes up or shut it away, because you have to move through it, feel it to heal it, and you need to learn to trust the process. And more importantly, learn the lessons that came with that experience. As there's no such thing as good or bad contrast, because it's all about perspective. So as you work on your thoughts, your emotions and your actions, you become aware of your own guidance system. And this is why the angel number 222 is really important here, because it's urging you, it's sending you a sign to take note of where you are, of what your reality is made up of, because all these things that's going on inside here, this is what's governing your reality. And this is what's then preventing you and stopping you from moving forward towards your calling. So it comes down to, what are you doing before a manifestation occurs? And what are you doing after it occurs? And here I'm talking about manifestation in the literal sense, because everything around you is a manifestation of your attention and energy. Everything is made up of vibration, because you are a vibrational being, having and living a human experience. Your consciousness is a vibration. When you focus on a situation, or a condition, or a negative thought, or a situation, and you give your attention to it, you alter your vibration. And with that, you choose the direction of your focus, and you create your current reality, because everything is vibration. So when you find yourself here again, you recognize the value of being here in that negative, dissatisfying emotion, because life isn't linear. It's like the infinity symbol. There will always be ups and downs. But it's about you bringing your awareness and your focus on raising your vibrational frequency up to neutrality, up to acceptance. You then trust the process, and more importantly, you trust yourself enough to find ways and solutions to work out your current situation. And that is why you are shown the angel number 222, because it's asking you to find the courage within to let go and surrender, to let go of attachment, the outcome, that emotional energetical bond, by raising your conscious awareness and staying there long enough to find a solution, and then to feel appreciation, to reach for appreciation. So when you find something that you appreciate, you savor it and you hold on to that moment to then build enough momentum to then take back control of your reality. And I want to remind you that emotion is energy in motion, and elevated emotions carry higher vibrational frequency signals, and that's how you create change. This is how you then call all that dispersed energy back to you, and you use it to follow your calling, your path, your purpose, and use it to fuel your vision, your goals, and your desires. This is how you deliberately become your own creator. And if you want to take it to the next level, then go and watch this video where I share with you 3 powerful ways that will completely transform your life and allow you to draw and manifest what you want into your now. By breaking your attention and energy from all the connections, everything known to you in the outer world, you call your energy back to you, breaking the bonds with your past, present reality.